Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back into episode 2 of FaceTime Unplugged. Last week, we talked about being patient and putting value into the world. Because if you put value into the world, it will come back to you. It will come back to you in more ways than one. If you find a way to put positivity into this world and make it a better place, it will come back to you. And I have found that out. I have found that out more than anybody because I have learned to share my experiences to help others. And today I wanted to talk about needing help. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, that is a disability issue. And I just wanted to tell you that as much as I respect people's opinion, that is not the case. Needing help is not just a disability issue. Because at some point in your life, you are going to need help. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a sign of weakness to say, hey, I need help. You're not giving up. You're not throwing in the towel by saying you need help. You're saying that you're self-aware, knowing what you are capable of, knowing what your limits are. And if you are going to help a person, you do not help them to the point where their independence is taken away or diminished by your help. It is a narrow line to walk. You want to help a person, but you don't want to help them to the point where they don't feel like they're being independent. I have so many goals and dreams, but I am not too proud to say that I need help to get there. I need help to get to where I want to be. I am not saying that I cannot be independent sometimes, but there are things I need help with. That is all I'm saying. There are things I need help with. And it's okay, because at some point in your life, you are going to find yourself in the same situation. You're going to find yourself at a point in your life where you're saying, I've tried everything, and I need help. Whether it's now, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 or 30 years into the future, you're going to need help from somebody. And that's okay, because at some point we all need that. So that is where the common ground is. That is where the distinction is made, because it's not just a disability issue, it's a people issue. That's what it is. It's a people issue. Some people just takes a while for them to realize that. But this is a cool story. This is a cool story, I promise. It's about needing help. I am a person that needs to see the positive in life. I search for positive meaning. That's just the type of person I am. I search for positivity in life. And sometimes when you put positivity into the world, positive moments just come back to you. And I am thankful for every person in my life. Whether you are a close friend or a casual acquaintance, whether you have had a small impact or whether you are a major person in my life, whether you have had a positive or negative interaction with me, I am thankful for your presence in my life, no matter how short it was. Because if it was negative, thank you. Because you have shown me what I don't want to be like, or what I don't want to do in the future. If it was positive, you are a reflection of me. If you are a positive person, you attract positive people in your life. And this is another cool wrinkle to the story. I know 100% in my heart that Dan is with me. And if you have been following my story and have been following my vlog, then you know the type of person I am, and you know that Dan is my brother. And if I need positive people in my life, they just show up. And it was like, James, what do you mean by that? And it means exactly what it sounds like. If I need positive people in my life, and I could always use more positive people in my life, but if I need positive people in my life, they just show up. Because I have faith. And I know that just because Dan isn't here physically, he makes it possible for positive people with good attitude and good intentions to show up in my life. That is why I am so thankful for my friends and family and people who have shown up in my life to be there for me. I am so thankful. There are no words for me to say how fortunate I feel to have so many people in my life that just show up. Not many people can say that, and I feel very thankful to have a group of people say, hey, I need you, and you're going to be here. That gives me a lot of confidence to know that I have people that will be there for me if I need them. Because I know that Dan wouldn't leave me hanging. And it's important that I say this more than once because it's important. I know that Dan wouldn't leave me hanging because he is a positive person. He's a compassionate person. And most importantly, he's my brother. So, if I need positive people in my life to help me, if I need positive people, they will be there. I just have to have faith. And there is no doubt in my mind that people will continue to show up in my life, giving me positive vibes and help wherever I need it. But I can still be independent. I can still do whatever I want because the life is out there for me to take it. Life is out there for me to take full advantage of what it is I want to do. But I am not too proud to say that I need help. So I want to close with this story. So last week, after I made my first episode of FaceTime Unplugged, my mom came home from work, and she stopped to get us coffee on the way home. She pulled up to the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru window, and the lady at the drive-thru said, "Hey, your coffee has been paid for by the person in front of you." She said, "Really? I don't know that person." And she said, "Yeah, before you pulled up, the previous 10 cars have been paying for each other." You might not be expecting, in a typical work week, every time you stop for coffee, for somebody to take time out of their day to do a random act of kindness for somebody that they don't even really know, that they never met before, to say, "Hey, I don't know you, but I'm going to do you this small favor by paying for your coffee." And you might be sitting there saying, "Jane, it's just a coffee." But being the person that I am, I look for any sign of positivity. And it shows me that the world is catching on to my mission. The world is catching on to the positivity movement. And that eventually we will become a more inclusive society. Eventually we will become a more inclusive society that helps each other out. And I think society can tell that when we finally get to that point, that we'll all be better off. When society finally gets to the point where we are genuinely looking out for our fellow man, then we will all be better off. But that random act of kindness where somebody pays for my coffee, that's the smallest act of positivity that I need to restore my faith in humanity. Thanks, guys. Enjoy your Transformation Tuesday. Keep it rolling. I'm going to say it again. Keep it rolling.